Man, let me tell y'all what's funny. Chris normally does like the introduction to this show, right? He clicks all the buttons. He does all the introduction stuff, and I just kind of wait for the show to start, and then we go from there. Well, Chris is not here right now. You know, Chris is in Orlando, Florida, and he's dealing with a hurricane that's coming in. He's going to be just a touch late today, but he's definitely going to be here. He had some last minute stuff that he said that he needed to get worked out before he came on today, and that was going to push him just a little bit behind. So that was going to force me to then do the intro all by myself, which was difficult. I'm not going to lie to you. That was an extremely difficult task to do. So, here at the beginning, it's going to be a lot of me talking with you. So, if you have anything that you want to talk about, anything that you want to say, make sure you drop that over there in the chat real quick and we'll get that conversation started. Other than that, I got a lot of really, really cool stuff to talk about today. So, we have lots of comic covers that's coming out. I want to go back over the New York Con stuff. I mean, because they're about to that's about to take place here soon, or at least I think it's going to take place here soon. We know that they had the whole ticket like snap. What did they call that ticket problem that happened here recently, where they decided that they were going to actually start the ticket sales at 11:45 versus 12, but by the time 12 hit, the system had gotten so overloaded that the only thing you got when you tried to buy a ticket was 404 retry or error or some nonsense like that. And then some people actually got sent to another page, and then some people made it through to the waiting list, and it was just a big mess up. I mean, it look, they messed it up this year, but that kind of like brings me into a different conversation, right? How you doing?
Sorry.
Are you wanting to take a chair? What are you doing?
No, I just had
All
photos
right,
on my room.
so that brings me into a different conversation, right? Do we maybe believe that they're doing this stuff on purpose, or because I'm starting to think that maybe they're messing these drops up on purpose. I'm starting to think now that these drops have been around long enough that nobody is messing them up every single time. I am just about 100% convinced that they are doing them on purpose. Reed Pops actually put out a whole like tweet, and they kind of kept everybody up to date as this was happening, and they basically just said that they're sorry for anybody who had a negative experience during this. This is not at all what they intended to for you to experience. I'm really, really, really starting to struggle with this though, and people not being able to get their servers correct and not being able to get that figured out, because it feels a lot like, to me, we're doing this on purpose now for the publicity, right? We're doing this so that it builds more hype, so that it brings more people to it, so that it makes it feel more rare. It's a lot like when Funko now decides that they're going to pull the rest of the NFTs off of the shelf before they sell out. That way you believe they sold out, even though they only sold a small fraction of the NFTs and not all of them at all. So that's kind of what it makes me feel like, right? It makes me feel like they're starting to do this on purpose so that it builds the hype. It brings more attention to it. It gets them in more blogs. It gets them in more posts. It gets more community members talking about it. It gets a lot more visits and room that it would have gotten otherwise. Let me hit that chat real quick. I see that we got Miss Christina Payne in the house. Christina, I truly appreciate you. Simon, man. I can't wait to get my hands on that Macy pop so that I can send it to you. I can't wait to see that, Jeffrey. That one's gonna be fun. Chase, brother, look, my prayers are with you. I know that you're gonna be writing this out as well, man. Look, my prayers are with you. If you need anything, you know how to hit me up on Instagram. Make sure you hit me up. Same thing with Chris. You know, if y'all need anything, make sure you hit me up. Yeah, all that money. That's look. That's what I'm trying to say at this point. I don't absolutely know that I believe it at this point, that they just consistently have server problems over and over and over. Right? I don't know that I'm buying that anymore. I want to buy it, but I just don't know that it makes sense to buy into that anymore. I think at some point we have to realize that they're doing all of this as a hype versus anything else. Today I'm going to start something a little different with the show though. I'm not going to do it at this moment, but here at some point I'm going to start gifting memberships to people, just random. They have this new thing, if you haven't checked that out. Instead of like hitting the super chats, you can actually just kind of gift memberships to people. So coming up here in the future, anytime I'm doing a live like this, I'm just going to start like gifting like memberships to people. So if that's something that you want to do, make sure you like hit that instead of like hitting the super chats. I'm trying to find it at this moment, but I don't see it at this moment. I'm definitely going to find it here in a second though. Definitely going to find this one here in a second. I think it's right under the live chat, but I don't see. Oh, you have to do it on the computer. That's right. You can't do that from your cell phone. So I'm gonna pull this up, and I'm gonna do this at some point. I'm not gonna do it at this moment, but here at some point, I'm definitely gonna like jump in there and do that one. Let me mute there. There we go. Let me had to make sure that was muted before we went any further into that. Right. Where is that at? Where is that at? I know it's right here somewhere. And look at that. I found it. All right. So here at some point, I'm just gonna like give some memberships to everybody. So if you're not a member and you're in the chat, I'm hoping that that's the way this works. I've never done this before. It's gonna be new to me, just like it's new to you. Let me go ahead and do that now. Let's see what happens when you do that. I've been super curious as to what happens when you actually like gift memberships to people. So let's see. Let's hit that. No, no, no. We don't want to hit that one. Let's hit that membership gift. We're going to do, let's say 5 of these guys. So maybe 5 of y'all in the chat right now don't have memberships. We're going to hit that up really fast. Like, oh, they're going to make me put in this stupid security code. How many of y'all know your security code by heart? I don't know my security code. I try not to use this thing. Try not to use this thing. So let's see. Let's see if this works. Check that out. That is pretty awesome. That is pretty awesome. So, anyways, hopefully they like shoot 5 of y'all a message, and that we'll figure out how that works here in a little bit. I don't really know. I don't know if it's the first 5 people they click on it. I have no clue. So just click on it or do whatever it is that you're supposed to do. Like I was saying a second ago, though, there is a lot of Funko news that's been going on. We've had lots and lots of comic covers. Hey, look, I see you over there. I want to say Fat Boy Kicks, but I almost feel like I shouldn't say that. Baby Ice, what's going on? Zach, I see you hanging out with me, brother. I appreciate y'all. Appreciate all of y'all. So they just recently came out with some new comic covers. We're going to be seeing Mrs. Is it Captain Marvel? I want to say that it's Captain Marvel and Mrs. Hulk or She Hulk. Is that what they call it? Let me get this pulled up real quick so that we can take a look at this one together. So I've got a lot of these pulled up, and we're just going to kind of like go through them. And this is me and the comic covers. Me and the comic covers are a lot like the VHS, which are also a lot like the music line or the album line. I really get into those. There's something about it already being in a display that you can just kind of already put on the wall. I didn't really think that I would ever be the person that would take them out of that sleeve though and put them on the wall. But once you put them on the wall, you discover that that's where they should be. They should definitely be on the wall. They should not just be kind of hanging out right there. And here she is. So it's going to be Mrs. Marvel and She-Hulk is what they're coming out with. Both of these are really cool. I'm going to drop some of this like crazy knowledge though while we're doing this. Y'all are gonna like this one real quick. So I'm gonna drop some of this like crazy knowledge while I'm doing this. So this is going to be the first appearance of She-Hulk is what we have going on here. This is She-Hulk #1 from 1980. There was only 29. I want to say there was only 29 of these made. They only made them from 1980 to 1982. This is going to be the first appearance of She-Hulk. This is also going to be all of her comics. There's not that many of them. I want to say that there's only like 20 of them. You'll have to do your own research and let me know if I'm right or if I'm wrong. And if I'm wrong, don't quote me on it. But there's not very many of them. So if you're going to get into a comic line and you're going to read it, this is probably a good one that you could get into. You could probably even get the graphic novels a lot easier than you could get those 20 comics. But I bet if you go to any one of your local comic shops, they're going to have those 20 sitting there. I mean, because they're just not that sought after. With the new series or the new movie, I don't know exactly which one it is that they're coming out with. Those are going to hit really hardcore. So if you're thinking that maybe you're going to want to get your hands on these comics, make sure you do it before the series or before the movie. I can't remember exactly which one they're making, if they're making a series or a movie, but you definitely want to do that in advance, because if you wait, you won't be able to afford them, right? It's a lot like when they came out with Wanda. Nobody had ever heard of the WandaVision. Nobody even knew about WandaVision and the whole like comic line. There's not very many of them. There's only like 13 or so original, and so they sold out really fast. They went way up in price. You can't buy them now. It's super crazy. It's really, really crazy. And then you have Captain Marvel or Miss Marvel. This is actually number 17 from 2013. I didn't realize that Mrs. Marvel was so late into the game. Now, this is the first appearance of, I hope I say this right. If I don't say this right, then you can slaughter me over in the comments or whatever you want to do. Kamala Kane, Kamala Kane. So this was going to be the first appearance. Is Kamala Kane as Mrs. Marvel or Captain Marvel or however it is that you worded. I never really got into these series. I never got into these lines. It wasn't something that I necessarily got into. Both of these are really, really, really awesome pops. So awesome pops. They're the awesome comic covers. Dead Zone Citizen, how are you doing? I see you in the house over there. See you in the house over there. Both of these are really awesome. I get into the comic covers. There's a slight problem though with the comic covers. If you're going to collect the comic covers, don't make the same mistakes that I made. So when I was first getting into the comic covers, I wasn't taking them out of that sleeve, and then inside of that sleeve there's a cellophane. If you don't physically get them outside of that cellophane, moisture builds up inside of that plastic casing because it has two vent holes in the top, and with the cellophane on it, you can't get those vent holes open. If you don't get that cellophane off, it's going to build up moisture. The back of it's going to warp. Luckily for me, I had actually bought like 3 of the original Superman action comics #1. I bought 3 of them. When I bought them all together, one of them I could take out, one of them I could leave in. Me and Action Comics #1. It's to me that's a super iconic comic book simply because it was the very first comic book or superhero in the United States. So make sure you're taking them out because I didn't do it on them, and one of them just warped to no tomorrow. It looks horrible when you're looking at it from the front. You really can't see it. The second you start stepping around it somewhere, though, it's really bad. So make sure you're taking that cellophane off. Christina, we appreciate you. Hashtag spread the love. Miss Christina Payne is in the house. The best moderator in the business. Best one in the business. Yeah, my hopes and prayers go out to everybody that's in Florida right now. I know we have Captain that's in Florida. We have Chase that's in Florida. We have Mr. Techbot that's in Florida. So guys, make sure you're staying safe down there. Give us some updates on Instagram. Let us know exactly how you're doing because we're all going to be concerned about y'all until this storm passes by. Now, there's something strange that's going on, and I'm going to get off the comic covers, but we're going to come back to them here in a little bit. There's something strange that is going on I think that we're starting to see the effects of the economy in Funko. So just here recently, they dropped the 3-liter Wampa from Star Wars. Wamp. This is where I need JK Oaksy be like, you didn't say that right at all. I'm sure there's some of y'all at this moment that are screaming, saying I didn't say that right as well. This is going to be the first 3-liter that was going to be on the Funko shop, right? So this is going to be the first 3-liter that's a Funko shop exclusive, but it didn't sell out. This thing did not sell out. I'm really confused on why it did not sell out. It tells me that maybe the economy is starting to take a tank, but this is not the only thing that has dropped in the last 2 days that didn't sell out. We have a whole list of sodas that didn't sell out that I'm going to pull up here in just a second. I see that Chris just decided to join us. Chris is going to drop some knowledge on these comic covers as well. I did all the research I could on them, but tell me what you know.
Sorry I'm late, guys. By the way,
You're okay. How are you doing? How's it going down there?
Classic original character. I think she was introduced back in the 70s, if I'm not
1980.
mistaken. And Miss Marvel, that is her first cover, but she actually is not that old. She was released, I'd like to say, within the past 10 years, 5
So
years, something
this
like
is
that.
actually not the first cover. This is number 17.
Oh, is it
This is the
17?
first appearance, and you're going to tell me if I'm saying this right. This is the first introduction, first appearance of Kamala Kane.
Kamala Khan.
Kamala Khan as Miss Marvel. So
Mhm.
this is her first like introduction to Miss Marvel, but it's actually Captain Marvel number 17.
Yeah,
So it's
I'm not as much up on a lot of the Captain or the Miss Marvel stuff, just because, like I said, she's a fairly new character, and of course, when I usually go to comic book stores, I look for the older stuff, but
so
definitely still a good character.
because I knew you were going to be a little late, I did a little extra research on these two so that I didn't sound like I was completely stupid because I didn't have you to ask these questions. So she is new. She was in 2013 is when these started. She-Hulk is actually this is number 1. She-Hulk, she's from 1980. I want to say that they only
I thought
made
it was
20.
70s for some reason.
Yeah, so they from 1980 to 82 is when they produced the She-Hulks. I want to say that they only made 20. It could have been 25, but it was no more than 25 is all that they produced of She-Hulk. So it probably wasn't super popular, but back in the 80s, I don't think women superheroes were super popular.
I think
I
she made a comeback a little bit more in the early 2000s, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, in the 80s, I don't think they were because remember Hulk with the Lou Ferrigno Hulk was coming out in the 80s, so it was all about the Hulk. So when you had a She-Hulk, that was a little different for people.
So you're absolutely right. So let me ask you a question though, because this is something that I've been struggling with here lately, and I was scrolling back to Chase's comment because he said something about scrolling back to him. He doesn't. I think he's saying that he doesn't want them like in the cases, that he would rather have them individually. I guess I kind of understand that, but I really like the way they look in those cases. I think that they're really strong, like in those cases. They give a really strong presence.
Well, I know I did notice the big thing on this, and no, some of them do it. I like the positioning this time, where Kamala Khan's a little bit more to the side. She Hulk, she's front and center in her comic book, and they put her front and center with the same pose, in the middle. So I like the positioning.
I like the comic covers. You just have to take the cellophane off of them. You just have to understand that that's what's going to happen, right? You got to take it off. You can't
Put it on your wall.
yeah, you can't deal with it like you deal with a pop. You have to take it to a little bit of a next level. I really like them. I appreciate both of these. I might go after the She-Hulk, but let me ask you a question because now that you're here, do you prefer the CG, whatever,
Yeah.
Hulk versus the Luke Ferrigno?
Okay, well, you got to go through the stages of Hulk. I mean, Lou Ferrigno. I mean, that was early. I mean, that's sometime in the 80s. I couldn't tell you if it was early, late. I don't remember. I mean, just painting up the dude green with give him the cool eyes. I don't. I think that's how you're going to compare like your Batmans. Lou Ferrigno for Hulk is like Adam West is to Batman. You can't. He's in his own
Fair.
category. You can't do it now. When I was having a debate about Hulks the other day, and we brought up, okay, who is the best Hulk? And I'm thinking in my mind, Edward Norton or Mark Ruffalo, and Edward Norton was great. Loved the movie. I heard it's just extremely hard to work with. Then somebody brought up, what about Eric Bana? Okay, first of all, that is the Hulk movie that everybody chooses to ignore. That hope it was never made, because the CGI in that movie was the worst thing I've ever seen in my life as far as a Hulk. When they got to the Edward Norton one, it drastically improved and got better. But yeah, that one, I think it was early 2000s is when that Eric Bana Hulk came out, and it was bad.
So I think that there's some part of me that likes the real stuff versus the CGI, and I don't know why that is. I started watching some more production stuff here lately. I started getting more into the designs of things, which is, kind of like you've been getting into the how to manage a social media. I've been kind of diving further into like videos and film and how all of that works. And there's something about that, they call it a real FX. There's
Mm-hmm.
something about that real FX to me that just looks better.
Oh
It
yeah.
just looks not necessarily better. It looks like it could be real, right? It looks like it could be a real thing,
Well,
right?
if I'm not mistaken, you may be able to tell me if I'm wrong or not. But isn't my original understanding of real FX is it's basically CGI on steroids?
So
You know?
it's real FX would be like I put on a costume,
Okay.
right? I mean, so it would be they put me in makeup in a costume versus
Oh,
I
okay.
just I just turned into the Incredible Hulk and now I'm 20 foot tall
Isn't there,
and
that can get confused because isn't there a technology called real FX?
I think there is, but what the film I was watching, they were using the
Okay.
term, and it was in the new Predator movie. They were showing you like how they're putting the suit on and how and they were just showing you the difference between that and like the CGI version, right? And there's something about it. There's just something about that looks more realistic. It looks more
Yeah.
authenticity, right? I mean, it just gives you a different feel. It might not look as good, right? I mean, you might not be able
Yeah.
to make
No,
him
you're
fit.
definitely right.
You might not be able to make him 50 foot tall. You might not be able to make him like blow through buildings, but it looks like it could actually happen.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, it looks like something that could have actually be taking place. But anyways, let's
Well,
get off that.
I think that compares to like even look at Iron Man when he was out. The early Iron Man movies, he actually wore a suit and everything. And then the later movies, when they came up with the what do they call it? I can't remember. It's like the micro technology. When he was filming it, he was just in like that square triangle pajamas, and they just CGI'd the suit onto him. Is
Yeah.
basically what they did. But I don't know. Like you know, when you do something like Stranger Things, he got in the Vecna suit and he was full on Vecna and everything. And I agree. There's something more to that than just doing a CGI.
Yeah, and it's harder. I mean, there's just something to it that just it makes it to me. It makes it a little bit more authentic, right? I mean, just a little bit more authentic than maybe it was before. And look, some people are going to totally disagree with me. I think there's some great stuff with CGI, especially when it comes to like the Mandalorian, the new Star Wars stuff. I think there's some great like stuff there, but it still has a fake feel to it. Chase says that he believes there should be an option between getting them in the comic covers and not getting them in the comic covers.
I don't necessarily disagree with that.
I don't disagree with him, but I don't necessarily agree with him either. So I'm kind of like, I mean, I could see either side of it. Did you see the latest 3-liter that released? Let me get this.
The Wampa, the one that was supposed to be
did.
a fan made for a long time, and
You
maybe
did.
we're actually being trolled by Funko the whole time.
So this one could have been a release from Funko for sure. They could have like snuck this one in there and kind of released it and just to see what the hype was going to be, right? I mean, they could have definitely been building some hype to see what was going to happen. Let me tell you my confusion in this though. This would have been their first announced basic. I mean, for real, this would have been
technically the first.
Technically, this was the very first one that they announced. This is a really cool one, especially with a lot of Star Wars fans, because there's a bazillion Star Wars fans out there. This is only a 10,000 piece run. This thing has not sold out. It is still on their site. It is still not sold out. We know that the 10,000 piece run is garbage. It's probably more like 110,000 to, if we're being honest, by the time they sell 10,000 here, 10,000 in Asia, 10,000 in Europe, 10,000 in Australia, 10,000 in Russia, 10,000 everywhere. We know that that's not the real number, but that's the 10,000 that are here in the United States, right? Is these guys. I think the Chase variant's very weak. I'll give everybody credit. The Chase variant's very, very weak, but I can't believe this thing has not sold out. What is your thoughts?
Yeah, I don't know. I think if it was originally, fan made and now Funko just decided to act upon it, I mean, it's definitely a different looking bottle than the original fan made. The fan made was more of a brownish, and this is, of course, a blue. I like the blue. I do like the blue. But, I think Funko is probably even surprised because everyone, when they originally saw the Wampa, was like, oh, I got to have that. And now it's like, you're not selling it out. I think because they also came with two very strong first two after this, which again, now I'm debating on whether this was a troll by Funko or not. But the Iron Giant and the Baymax, I think, was two very strong 3-liters. To be honest with you.
So, do we think the price of this has something to do with it? Because this thing is kind of expensive at $40 now, but it is a 7-inch figure. Jess actually ordered one of these for me. I think that it was really cool that she ordered one of these for me. She got the email. She placed the order before it sold out. It didn't sell out, but she still ordered one for me. I have one of these guys coming in the mail, so this will be my first 3-liter. I'm still in shock that this is not sold out, and I don't know if it's the price point.
I think they should have just not put out what whether it was a fan or whether it was Funko trolling us. I think you got a Wampa, dude. You need to make that thing flocked.
So DC Pops kind of brought up something. I was thinking
NYCC is near.
I was thinking both of these things too. I thought, wow, is it because of New York Con? Is it because when is the New York Con?
I think there's also a factor of I was looking at
it,
New York Con's coming up soon, but I think there's also a factor, as I was looking at it the other day, that all these sodas that people were trying to sell on eBay are not selling.
So that's the other thing that I was kind of starting to speculate, right? Is it because the economy? I mean, because that looks like it's starting to have an impact. And me and you've been talking about this for a while. The economy was eventually going to catch up with everybody. I believe that we're seeing the first real stages of the economy like starting to like kick everybody a little. And the reason I say this is not the only thing that released that sold out. I wanted to let me bring up another one because I wanted to bring this one up as well and just kind of show everybody. They dropped. Was that?
Sorry, my hair's all over the place. I had to.
You're okay. They dropped a retarded amount of sodas a day. I mean, a retarded amount of sodas today dropped, and none of them sold out.
But I do think instead of, I mean, even if you wanted to drop the arm, cool. But I think if they would have flocked that Wampa, it would have sold out.
None of these things sold out. This has got me shocked.
I mean,
well, I agree.
the
Some
Stranger
of these
Things
are
ones
weak.
is cool. I'm kind of surprised with Stranger Things.
Let's flip through them because I thought the same thing. I thought some of these are weak, and then I thought, hold on.
Actually, Padme's pretty strong.
Right.
I mean, I think the Chase is weak as shit that they just made it metallic.
Right.
That's a really weak. Now, of course, you couldn't do the Demogorgon without having, his one face open, one face closed. But let me see the can again.
So the Chase variant of this one is that metallic, like you said.
I hate the pictures they put on the front.
I do too. They go very cartoonish with it, but once again, sodas. It didn't matter what the soda was for the past year. The soda could have been Mr. Hanky the Christmas Pooh, and this thing would have sold out.
This one does say pre-sold out.
Okay, so that one sold out. Let's see the rest of them because earlier I was looking at these. None of these had sold out.
So Stranger Things, Demogorgon, I'm surprised is still available.
That one has sold out. The Demogorgon is still for sale. So this guy right here is still for sale. I am just shocked.
And because this one, to be honest with you, if you're gonna have one, you gotta have the face open. You gotta have the Chase. So
shocked. This one didn't sell out. I just knew that when I clicked on there that all of these would have been sold out. This one and I hear that they're weak. The My Hero Academia.
My Hero Academia typically sells out.
Everything My Hero Academia sells out.
Clear. I've nothing wrong against clear chases. I think that's solid.
I think that this one's really solid. I mean, it really.
I have no idea who she is, but I think it looks cool.
Well, she's a frog. Is basically in the anime. Her superhero is like some kind of like frog tendencies, right? She can lily pads and tongues and just crazy stuff. But anyways, this is a really strong soda. I mean, in the idea of sodas, right? This is the one, right? And there's a link right down in the description below if y'all want to go play some pre-orders. Make sure you use those links. They did not sell out. This one is still up for pre-order. But then we can keep going with this. We have the Ted Lasso. That's
a weak Chase. Really, all you're gonna change is put a headband on him.
Yeah, they just put looks like a tennis hat they put on him.
Yeah, that's what he wears. But they could have done a whole lot more with that.
But still, I mean, this is something that has sold out over and over and over.
The Squid Games. I mean, I know there's a huge following for Parks and Recreations. I just don't know it. Squid Games, I'm actually a little bit surprised, but I would think it would have been cool to see that doll in there. Then,
Would you say that's a doll?
Well, no, in Squid Games, that doll that shoots everyone in the beginning. I can't remember.
Oh, I don't even know what you're talking about. I still haven't checked out Squid. I still haven't
Squid Games.
I still haven't brought myself to check this out.
It's oddly addicting.
Is it really? I still haven't managed to make myself watch this. So then we're gonna move on from there, and this is going to be Squid Games. I don't know who 4, 5, 6 is.
He's pretty much like the main character throughout the show. But
right, so why didn't he sell out?
Chase, bringing that Chase up.
Why didn't he sell out? If this is the main character, what is going on? Let me get this Chase photo. Here we go. So the Chase is like a bloody variant. He's got blood on him.
Okay, that's not enough. I'm sorry, that's not. If you guys have watched Squid Games, that is not enough blood on his outfit to deem a Chase, especially if they are trying to play this off of the Squid Game at the very end of the show. There's not enough blood on him. I'm sorry.
I mean, but tell me why he didn't sell out.
I don't know.
This is another one that I'm confused about. Everything Squid Games right now has just been super, super hot. Now, this is something that I know nothing about. You're gonna have to tell me
from Naruto, Boruto. Again, weak. I think when they just decide to make something metallic, I think it's just weak as shit.
See, so I don't always agree with you on that. Sometimes I think that I would prefer to have the metallic versus the common, so I can see why it's a metallic versus the common.
In some cases, I agree with you as well, but to to be that kind, well, we're just gonna make something metallic. It's just it's something metallic that really shouldn't be metallic.
That's where I was about to agree
like
with
if
you.
you're gonna do an Iron Giant,
yes,
and make the chase metallic, okay,
Right.
I get that. He's supposed to be chrome. Okay, that's cool. This, no, it's just stupid.
That's where I was about to 100% agree with you, is that I could see it if it was something that was supposed to be metallic. So if they did an Iron Man and the one of the Iron Mans was a metallic Iron Man and the other one wasn't, then I can see it. But when you just make someone's hair metallic because you felt like making something metallic, I agree with you.
It's stupid.
It's a little strange at that point when you just start making people's hair metallic.
Stretch Armstrong.
And I want to say that this was the last one that I seen drop today. I don't
Oh, that
necessarily
is such a horrible chase.
I don't
Really, we're just
necessarily
gonna stretch his
know.
arms out.
I don't necessarily know if this one dropped today. I know that they've done like some Stretch Armstrong stuff in the past. Maybe this is the first soda they've made of the Stretch Armstrong. But once again, I'm super shocked that we did not see these things
I
sell
do
out.
like that holiday group, by the way.
Oh, the holiday group has had my attention. I kind of briefly seen it earlier and just kind of clicked on it. I bet he's super small.
Well, this
They're
is supposed
showing,
to be after the Christmas special.
yeah, they're
Guardians of the
showing him a
Galaxy
lot
Christmas
bigger
special.
than I think he's going to be in reality. I think he's going to be this little like tiny thing in reality. There's some cool stuff that's hit entertainment here recently. If you haven't had a chance to check that out, I mean, they got the ET games. There's the Snoop Dogg stuff, the Little
I
Mermaid.
still
I
gotta
mean,
pre-order that Sebastian.
this
Really
Groot
good. Light up Groot still available.
still
Holiday Groot.
available. Holiday Groot is still available. There's something
That's
crazy
a
that's going
solid
on.
chase on that one too.
There's something crazy that's going on with the fact that these things aren't selling out right now, and I think that people are they're getting tired of 'em. I think that's one thing that we're starting to see.
I am with you, Chase. I think everybody has like a memory of it, especially from the commercials when we watch Saturday morning cartoons of Stretch Armstrong. But I mean, to be an absolute fan of Stretch Armstrong, I don't think so.
I'm with y'all. AKA Little Monster, how are you doing? It's good to see you in the house. Good to see you in the house. Let me tell you, I gifted like 5 memberships earlier. I don't really know what it did, to be honest with you. I have no clue.
Well, they
So
have memberships.
remember, say what?
Well, they have memberships, so
I don't
whatever the
know.
bonuses are.
There's 5 people out there somewhere that got them, I guess. I don't know. But anyways, it was pretty cool. There's something strange that's going on with the sodas, and this is what I'm thinking. It's either A, everyone's gotten tired of them. B,
I think it's that.
the economy is starting to catch up with everybody, and people are holding back a little bit on the things that they buy.
I honestly think, and I've been saying this, I know you guys have heard me. I've been saying this a long time. I think the sodas are just
They're
kind of
playing
getting
out.
the point of the black lights. I'm sorry, they're just overdone them. They've done them too much, and I think the fact that there's way of also. And I'm not knocking on anybody because if that's your thing, that's your thing. But when we have YouTube channels that do nothing but sodas, it's like
I
okay,
think that
this
there
thing's
was.
gone too far.
I really think that there was some. We beat it too much.
Yeah.
Is what I think happened. We beat them too much, but I actually think it's a combination. I think it's a combination of the economy. I think it's a combination of they've just gotten old, and the newness is worn off of them now. Like all of the newness that we have going on has just kind of worn off. So I think it's a combination of the two. I still am a fan of the sodas. I still collect the sodas when they come out with the ones that I want. I still go out and get them. So I don't think that by any second of the what I'm saying is telling you not to. If that's what you're into, like Chris just said, by all means, go get them, because I do. when I find one that I'm into, I definitely go and pick it up. But there's
I'm not
something.
knocking it if you like it. I mean, it's cool if you like it. I personally have gotten just tired of them, to be honest with you, and I choose not to really buy any anymore.
Now I can't go without talking about these things.
I still like them. I still like them. I might have to get this Boba Fett.
Oh, please tell me what happened.
I'm gonna have to get it because if you guys haven't seen my TikTok, because apparently nobody has seen my TikTok of the
I've
new
seen your
background.
TikTok. I seen your TikTok.
If you guys don't follow me on TikTok, I don't think I've really advertised them on TikTok.
You don't
much,
have a
but
TikTok, do
I
you?
am on TikTok.
Do you
And
do
I
dances on
did
TikTok?
Huh?
You do dances on TikTok?
I do know how to do dances. Nobody wants to see me dance.
I'll tell you what, man. How about this? How about this? How about if you get 100 likes on a video, you do a dance for us?
Ooh, I don't know. I don't even want to see myself dance on camera. I don't think anybody else would.
There's 15 people right now, and I need to know exactly how many of y'all want to see Chris do a dance
To
on
do a
TikTok.
dance? Oh, I'm
Yeah,
gonna need a lot more than that.
What do you mean?
What'd you say? 1,500?
No. I said 100 likes.
Oh, dude, nobody wants to see that. I don't know. I don't know what there is. I don't know what type of dance you guys want me to do. That's the difference.
Oh no, we want to see you do one of the trending ones.
I don't know. Oh, I do know some of the trending stuff, but
I
don't know. We'll see.
We want to see you do some of the trending stuff. So I just threw that poll over there. So how about y'all like hit that poll real quick and let us know what y'all want to see. I know that y'all want to see this, so y'all should mind.
Are you just getting back at me after whatever the poll we had last week?
No, I gotta see you. I know these guys want to see you dance. I know they do, and you only need so check this out. So what if your video gets 100 likes? The video of this background. Let's say
I've never gotten 100 likes on a TikTok.
Right. So let's say that we can get this to 100 likes. We get this video to 100 likes, and if you get to 100 likes, then you do some kind of trending dance on TikTok.
I'm doubling that, because if I get a dance, I'm doubling that. I need 200.
You need 200 likes. Look, guys, y'all heard him. So we got to get over to TikTok. You got to find Chris on there. I don't know if there's a link down in the description.
Y'all need to share that
because
around.
a lot like myself, I have kind of like kept my TikTok away from everything, and I've just kind of played with it. So a lot like Chris, I really haven't like done a whole lot of that. But
I don't know about that one, Zach. I'm sorry.
You should definitely do the Chris Farley. I'm with him. I'm with him. That's we should make this a thing. But
I'm not doing a Chippendales dance. I'm sorry.
We got to get this video to 200 likes of his background that he just recently did. It's really cool. He's showing you how all the Halloween stuff.
Yeah, my wife did a really good job on it.
I'm still going to get mine decorated. I have a whole fog machine. I have a whole story with the fog machine and how I set off every alarm in the house.
Oh, nice.
Every fire alarm in the house just mattered hell. So I got a whole fog machine that'll be going on back here. I'm going to rip all of this down and redo it coming up for just
Chase, did you finally start a TikTok? I've been bugging him for months to start a TikTok.
So I don't know exactly how we get 200 likes on this. I think we're going to have to share it. So everybody's going to have to start sharing this video. Share this video on Facebook. Share this video.
The thing is the same thing as my Instagram. It's at Mr. Techbot 77.
Let's put that back out there so everybody can see it.
Here, let's see if the QR code will show up.
I mean, that QR code's not showing up. All your phone's just flashing, letting us know that the spies are watching. Your FBI agent's watching. That's all that's letting us know.
But it's at. See, it still can't tell. It's too bright. Hold on. What if I take the?
So we're gonna have to get this video to 200 likes, and I don't know how we're gonna get it to 200 likes, but y'all look. I'm sure there's some of y'all out there right now that already know how to get this at 200 likes.
It's easy. So, it's at Mr. Techbot 77, same as my Instagram.
So y'all start hitting this one up, and let's get this one to 200 likes, because I got to see him do some kind of trending dance. It'll be worth it to me to see it. Look, I'm going to go share it on everything that I can to make sure that I get this thing to 200 likes, because I have to see him dance.
The best you might be able to get me do is the Nene.
Right now, you're at 100% yes. 100% yes. They want to see you dance.
I don't know what the L dance is, by the way.
100%. They want to see you dance. That is just too funny. As long
as since that hurricane's coming through, Chase recreates Florida Man for me.
Recreates Florida Man for you. Yeah, that's. Hold on, dog. We're gonna have to like get Chase at some point to recreate Florida Man. So let's add this back up there. Creative Mind, how you doing? It's good to see you, brother. Good to see you. Or the Pennywise dance. I don't care which one it is, as long as it's one of them. Do you remember when they started putting these things on Instagram? Did you see any of the pictures of these things on Instagram?
No.
Everybody thought they were trolling us. Everybody thought that somebody had made these in their kitchen, and they were trolling us with these images. I still feel like I'm being trolled. Even though
I
you
like
can buy them at Hot Topic, you can buy them off their site, you can buy these things everywhere. I still feel like Funko is trolling us with these things. They are god awful bad.
I like them. I might just have to buy Boba Fett and the Stormtrooper.
Look, I'm telling you, if you ever see these things in person, if you ever catch them in person, you're going to change the way you're thinking about this because they are absolutely horrible. They are just horrible. Simon, I truly, truly appreciate you, brother. Let me hit this real quick. Truly, truly appreciate you, Simon. So much more than you know. I still feel like I'm being trolled with these things, though. I still feel like I'm getting trolled. I seen them at Hot Topic, and I am telling you, these things are bad.
Go on the fire pit when it gets cold. I don't care. Like I said, I asked my wife the other day. I was like, "What are you thinking for Christmas?" And she goes, "I don't know. I'll think about it when that comes." But because we were even thinking with our black lights, because she put some of the Marvel stuff up, she changed out my normal black lights, and we're like, "Oh, maybe we'll get the Nightmare Before Christmas." So I don't know. Maybe I'll get these, and since they're white, stick them inside the black light box and make them glow.
I'm telling you, this thing is bad.
I'm gonna buy the
Bad.
5-pack just so I can
Bad.
put them in the black light box.
I'm gonna buy a 5-pack just so I can set them on fire. I mean, they are so bad. I can't look at this thing.
I like that one.
What is this?
It looks like he's got a goatee.
It looks like he has something. It looks like he got constipated and some kid got like crazy with this is so bad.
It's
So
Snowman
bad.
Stormtrooper.
So bad. I still feel like we're being trolled with these things so much more than you know. Get some
I like
Play-Doh.
'em.
That's I feel like we're getting trolled with them. The Vader is the one that I seen actually at Hot Topic. So let me find the Vader. Oh, I don't. Oh, there's the Vader down there. I didn't even know they had three.
C-3PO.
Yeah, three C-3PO. I didn't even know they had him.
I may even find if I can find the whole set. I may even buy this whole set.
Why would you buy this set?
I like them.
You're not you're trolling us right now, right?
No, I think
You're
these things are cool. I
You're
think they're
trolling me.
creative.
You're
Come on,
trolling
dude.
me.
Seriously, we give Funko so much crap all the time for recasting and reusing the same shit over and over again, and they come up with something original, and we're gonna harass them for it. I mean, trust me, I'm all down for harassing Funko for as much as anything, but I'm down for this. This is something new. This is creative. I like it.
It's something. It's a Christmas poo. They made some Christmas poo. All right. Now the Vader is the one that I actually seen at Hot Topic, and it is the worst looking pop.
I'm not digging that one all that much.
It is the worst looking pop I think I have ever
the
seen.
little thing in the front is kind of that one's kind of weird. I'm digging the Boba Fett and I'm digging the Stormtrooper.
Yoda is not the not so ugly. Yeah, it's they're all ugly. Every one of them's ugly. When you start saying this one's not as ugly, they're all really bad.
Yeah, but this is what you do now. You go and you get it and you paint it black. So instead of being snow, it's coal.
I'm gonna go get it and get some tannerite. I'm gonna shoot it from a distance so that it blow up into a bunch of little pieces. It's actually a good idea. That's actually a good idea. I don't know. I hate them. I still feel like they're trolling us somehow with these guys. I seen that somebody had dropped a comment over there a minute ago about a restock on the Funko site. I'm gonna kind of like
Vader. They just restocked the Vader diecast.
Check this out.
Grinch is still available. Huh?
Still available. I am just shocked that this is the world that we're in, where this stuff is still available. Just absolutely shocked. I'm gonna pull this down. I wanted to talk about that restock.
Instead of you guys all going and buying these and destroying them, just send them to me.
Just send them to me.
Send them to me.
Oh my god, I'm gonna blow it up somehow. I'm gonna melt it for real. I'm gonna get me a flamethrower and melt it. I'm gonna have to Gonna
I
have to
like
like melt these guys. So they Funko did just recently restock, and they restocked the Vader, and you also still have the the Thor that's up there for sale. So they did just recently restock this guy.
Wait, did you just see something that I don't know if it just popped up? I just was looking on Instagram and original Funko just popped up a Luke Skywalker comic cover.
I did not know that they had just popped up with
It's
it.
a
With
Hop Toy Walmart item. It's actually pretty badass.
we've talked about the flamethrower. We've definitely talked. We have talked about the flamethrower. I think that everybody needs a flamethrower in their life. Let me explain why you need a flamethrower in your life. Waking your neighbors up at 3 a.m. with a flamethrower is epic. There's nothing like that. No one could ever say that they did something that you
I'm
didn't.
actually with your wife on this one.
What do you mean?
I don't think you need a flamethrower.
Flamethrower would be epic. Could you see throwing a 40-foot flame over the lake at 3 a.m.?
Now, a mortar cannon
Epic.
would be better, but
Epic.
flamethrower, no.
That's I don't. There's too much negativity in my life. I don't have room for this much negativity. So they did just recently re-release the Vader. I'm wanting to say that this Vader's is they did do that stupid like non-painted version. So this Vader, I think now they all have a chase variant when it comes to the die cast ones. I don't think that they should all have a chase variant. If my captain would have came in without the paint on it, I would have cussed them out, to be completely honest with you. I can't imagine like them sending me one of them without the paint on it, and I don't really know where my captain is at this moment. He has to be here somewhere. Captain is MIA at the moment, but anyways, we're gonna pretend like he's not MIA, and he's oh, there he is. All right, all right. So if he would have come in without the paint on him, I would have cussed somebody out. There's no way that I would have been okay with having a non-painted version versus a painted version. I think that's garbage. They should do something more.
I don't have any. The only one I ever wanted was Captain. I didn't get a chance to get it, so it's all good.
Captain did sell out fast, and I think they didn't really do a restock of him. I think they
No,
did a
never
small
did.
restock
They
of
did
him.
one small
Yeah,
restock, and then that was it.
but that was it. The diecast Thor is pretty cool. I have not ordered a diecast Thor. There's something about these guys being $50 a piece that just makes it kind of difficult to want to like buy. It's all fun until somebody loses. For sure, for sure. That's the way that goes. I did not order the Thor. I think that all of these are going to be on the site for a really really long time to come. This is another one though that did that stupid chase variant where we're going to do the non-painted version, which is actually like saving them money. You saved the money for them to put a clear sticker on the display itself, so that they didn't actually like have to get real super detailed with the where the sticker went either.
Well, Chase says he thinks the chase is actually painted.
No, it's the pewter. Just you can see it right here. You see, it's just the
He
straight
said
pewter.
you think it's painted. It's
What do you
probably
mean?
he said he did get the chase, and he says from the look of it, it looks painted, but it's probably just the metal.
Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure that it's just the pewter. They're not painting these. That's the laziest way of like doing
Well,
something I've ever
they
seen.
could do what he did say. They could have sprayed it with like a gloss.
It does look in this picture like they threw some kind of a gloss coat on it, and if they did, let me tell you why they did that. Pewter actually like oxidizes and changes color
Oh, that makes
over
sense.
over time. It's that cheap potted metal that does that over time. It starts to turn black. It's kind of crazy. If you have any old Hot Wheels that the paints come off, they've got this really really black look to them, and it actually stings. It's kind of crazy. The original ones that they did, I bet they didn't do that, and they've already started oxidizing. So
Possibly.
now they're throwing that clear coat on it to prevent the oxidation. But even then, that clear coat's eventually going to come off if you've touched it or handled it and didn't wipe your fingerprints off. The oil on your skin will eat through that clear coat, and then it's going to cause it to oxidize, which is also something that would speed it up if they didn't paint it. So it's I don't know. I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan. It's BS. You should give me something more than you just decided not to paint it, and that's supposed to be okay, because to me that's not okay. I do like the boxes though. The boxes on these are really really cool.
Boxes are cool, but you can also order boxes like that on Etsy.
Can you? You can order these boxes now?
There's people that have laser engravers that can make those. I've seen them on Etsy.
So I've thought about buying a laser engraver just so I could do that, but let me tell you the fear of doing that. once you start selling something that has Marvel on it, or even has Pop on it, or Funko Pop, or any of that stuff, if you threw that stuff on there, you're opening yourself up to like trademark and
You are,
copyrights
you are, but
and,
you would have to design it enough to where something was different. So like you would have to take the Marvel and maybe like turn the R backwards, or or change something with the O on Funko. You have to do something. You don't have to do a lot, but if you do something just enough, because I found it out with like Disney stuff,
right.
to use the because you can't use the Disney font. Disney has a copyright on the actual font, but within the name, you can use it in certain ways. You just have to change it just slightly.
Yeah, so hey Chase, fair enough. I believe that maybe they're putting a clear coat on it, but I don't think they're doing anything further than that. I don't know. I've never really gotten into like copyright stuff. I've never really tried to like dabble into it. I've always been afraid when it comes to the copyright. The only reason I know anything about music and trademarks is because of we've I'm sure you've been in trouble for it as well, right? I mean, you get strikes when you use music that has copyrights on it, and there if so you have to get all like careful on what music you throw in the background and what music's playing and all of that nonsense. And so that's the only reason I know anything about that, but I know nothing when it comes to as far as like labeling things. I know that I would be afraid. I would be afraid that they would come back and say, well, you don't have a what's it called, a license agreement to use that, and that would be my fear.
Yeah, you have to have the licensing agreement, and you
That
usually have to pay a whole lot for it.
yeah, and
And
that would
Zach, no,
be
that's
my
not
fear.
happening. By the way,
What's not happening?
he sent me a picture of the Chris Farley and what's his name standing, doing the Chippendales thing from SNL,
Right.
Patrick Swayze, and he said, "You and Wayne."
Well, I'm thinking that if we can get your video to 200 likes, like we said a minute ago, which is the one of the background, right? I mean, that's the one we agreed on. We're going to get the one of the background, 200 likes on TikTok. So go make sure you find Mr. Techbot on TikTok. It's the background that you're looking at now, but they did some Halloween stuff to it. Make sure you go check that out. Share this thing
Yeah,
somewhere.
yeah.
Let's
I
get
put the Haunted Mansion organ.
Yes, let's get this video to 200 likes. Chris has agreed if we can get this video to 200 likes, he's going to do some
I
sort
don't
of
know
a
why I agreed to this, by the way.
video. He's going to do some kind of a trending video. So make sure we go get this one to 200 likes. While you're there, if you want to find my TikTok, it's Wayneko. It's got the same little emblem. You know how it goes.
Hit us all. Everyone's starting to do the TikTok. Hit
But
up
I'm
Mr.
going to warn
Touchbot
y'all.
77. Hit up Wanko. Hit up Chase.
My
Do the
TikTok is a
TikTok.
little different. My TikTok still has some Funko stuff, but there's a lot of like me just playing around on
Nothing
there.
wrong with
So
that.
if you want to come see a different side of me, if you want to come see a different side of Chris, come check us out on TikTok. Let's get this video to 200 likes. That way we can see him do one of these dances. I'm sure if he does one of these dances, it's going to go viral because it's going to be absolutely
No,
hysterical.
TikTok will probably take
Hysterical.
that shit down.
They're not going to take it down.
Wait, Wayne's wife. I wouldn't say TikTok ruined your life. It's just a complete time suck. If you've ever gone on, and I didn't realize this really until I started having TikTok, you start doing these where you sit there and you're just flipping through. You don't realize a damn hour went past, and you're like, "Holy
Yeah.
crap! All I've been doing is flipping through, 30-second videos, and this is crazy."
It is insane that 7-second videos can take up that much of your time if you're
Oh,
not
good
careful. I mean,
lord, man!
they can take up a whole lot of your time.
Complete time suck.
There is another comic cover. Did you see the whole like New York Comic Con tickets that went on sale? The whole like debacle that went on with that. Did you catch
No, I
any of
missed
that?
all that.
So they actually like, and I'll talk to you about it because I was talking to everybody else about it right at the beginning. They actually the tickets were supposed to go up for sale at 12. They actually threw them up at 11:45. They did it 15 minutes early. I'm sure they did that to kind of test the server out before they went all the way in with it. By the time 12 hit, the server was so bogged down that people that were trying to log on to buy tickets were getting the 404 error, or they were getting directed to the 2021 page. or they weren't able to get on at all. A few people were able to get on and get tickets, but there was a large majority of people that were not. Reed Pops put out a little thing that says, "Hey, look, guys, we're truly sorry. This is not the experience that we wanted our fans to have. We didn't expect the server to crash under that much load. It wasn't supposed to. We're really sorry about this. We appreciate and we love all of y'all. This is not the experience we wanted y'all to have." I mean, so they were right on top of it. Great that they came out and said that right away. I'm starting to feel like we're doing this on purpose. I'm starting to
To grab
feel,
attention, you think?
yes, yes. Remember the old saying, right? There's no such
Yeah.
thing as bad publicity, right? So I'm starting to think that they're doing this knowing that it's going to get everybody to talk about it. It's going to get all the bloggers to put it on their blogs. It's going to get a lot of free attention that it otherwise would not have gotten. It's going to get a lot more hype. People are going to be a lot more like, I got tickets, watch me, I'm going type things,
Yeah,
because
you may have something there because they're definitely. I mean, New York Con's definitely a big con, but
yeah,
it's still nowhere. It's not a San Diego con by any means. It's not at that level, and maybe they want to be, but I mean, that is what they're doing, it's a genius move. I'm not
I
knocking it.
I'm not knocking it. I just think that's what's going on at this point. There's no way that you consistently have server problems every single time, right? I mean, some IT guy somewhere had to say, no, 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 no. This is what you have to do to prevent that, right? I mean, there's no way
Right.
that every time they do a drop that it's this big of a debacle
You gotta
without there being.
emphasize on that, Chase. I'm not sure what you're talking about unless you got it.
He was just saying he hates the fact that we have to do different kind of social medias to grow as a as a
Um,
as a content creator, is what I'm thinking that he was saying. That's what I get out of that. It kind of does, but I use
it
TikTok for fun.
it does, but I think what's again, I've been taking this social media management class, and it's interesting because there's also real thought behind it of what you do. As far as creating the same message throughout all platforms or doing all kinds of stuff. Social media there's some people that do nothing but social media and they make lots. But social media is, I mean, to be easiest, I mean, you can throw a ton of videos out there and it may not be seen, but social media can help bring you to that next level. But you got to think of it as have fun with it. I mean, to be honest with you, I've been since TikTok. I mean, I really avoided TikTok for a long time, but I'm actually enjoying it, to be honest. I think TikTok videos now. I share them on all of them, but I don't know about you, but when I think so, it's like, oh, I could make a TikTok video with that.
Okay, so my TikTok videos are very sporadic. I'm standing somewhere and I'm like, I think I'm going to show this to everyone, or I decide to get a burrito and me and Rue go out and slap each other in the face with it. I mean, so they're
Maybe I
very
got maybe I got
sporadic.
to do some Hurricane Ian TikToks.
I do very sporadic ones. I don't plan them. They're not. That's why they're fun to me. There's no planning. I was standing there and said, "Let me go get my water gun and have a water gun fight," and I decided to make a TikTok about it. I mean, it's just super sporadic. I have a lot of fun doing them. I don't put any kind of production into them whatsoever.
Yeah.
It's just me having fun for a split second, and then it's over.
Well, I think there's platforms like a Instagram or Twitter where you got to be on top of it a lot more and show this. And TikTok has created this friendliness, this funness to it that I didn't experience before until I actually started doing it. So I think there's some freeness and some funness with TikTok, but it's
sure.
all in how you do your social media. Really.
100%, 100%. It's just fun. I want to know what you think, even though I know that you're going to dog it out because it's a DC product. This is going to be the Justice League America DC comic cover. Check out this thing right here. It didn't pull up any bigger than that.
This is a starfish.
It's kind of
Or
strange.
what was it? Old Starro, whatever. I don't know. I think this was in actually. Most people might have remembered this from what was it? Suicide Squad 2.
Yeah.
This thing was in, but I don't know. To me, it's DC.
So this one's a little different though than what we've seen in the comic covers. So in this one, they actually have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 looks like minis on the cover. You have the dude with his ring. What is that? The Green Lantern.
It's Green Lantern. You got Aquaman. You've
Wonder
got
Woman,
Wonder Woman, Flash, and I can't remember who the
I don't
green
know what
guy
that
is.
dude is. That's some green guy. So this is going to be the DC Justice League. I did not do a whole lot of research, see if this is their first Justice League or if this is the first appearance of somebody or what exactly is going on with it. I think it's really cool though that they have like the octopus back there and then all of these characters kind of place where they are in the comic book. So kind of like the comic books coming out in almost a 3D, almost like it's coming to life.
Yeah.
I really appreciate like what they have going on there. I don't know though that I like the mini characters on there.
I just see them falling out.
Yeah, I see that they have them all attached to an octopus, but I don't know that I like
Starfish.
Is that a starfish or an octopus?
Starfish.
Oh, some giant star. Why? Who has a giant starfish?
Like I said, have you seen Suicide Squad 2?
Man, DC is stupid.
It's a giant starfish.
What is a giant starfish all about? Why would you have what is the attack of the attack of the starfish? It's this big. It's this big.
DC has not come up with the greatest villains.
God, that's so stupid.
They've come up with some of the weirdest ones.
I just knew it was an octopus. You just broke my whole heart. That made it even worse when you said starfish.
It's starfish.
Starfish.
Starro.
That big starfish.
It's a mutant starfish.
The attack of the chocolate starfish.
Yeah.
I mean, what is it?
Flavored water.
That's right. What? Anyways, I'm gonna blow past that, but I wanted to talk about that one a little bit. It's gonna be really cool. I don't know if this is one of them that I'm gonna get my hands on. Once again, I've been very, very selective lately and on the stuff that I've been picking up versus the stuff that I'm not picking up. I do think that coming up here in the near future that you're going to see some kind of a mystery box for me. I don't know exactly what that looks like just yet, but
you haven't done mystery boxes in a while.
I've never done a mystery box ever. It will be my first ever mystery box that I've ever done. It's going to be a small run. I'm thinking that it's only going to be like 25. I don't think I'm going to have a guaranteed value. I think I'm going to put some really like nice pops in it, some heavy hits.
I should send you a special Disney mystery box.
Yeah, I think I'm going to put some heavy hitters in it. I'm going to run them at $30 a piece, about 25 of them. I'm just going to have a little fun with it the first time around and see what happens. But I've never, ever done a mystery box. I'm going to get this one pulled down. When is New York on? Can somebody throw something over there? Can somebody tell me when the New York Con is? Do we want to browse back through those real quick? I think probably we should browse back.
Did they release a whole series of?
I think they're all released now. I think every one of them is released at this moment. I think we should browse back through.
It's in 8 days, October 6th through the 9th.
So everybody tell me what is the one that's coming out of this that you just have to get your hands on? What was the
list? I don't remember.
So we
had
the
rat and the bird.
We had the rat and the bird. Right. I was kind of hoping that would scroll this way, but it didn't.
Polaroid.
There it goes. So the Polaroid surprisingly is super popular. This is an extremely popular. I don't get it either. I just can't seem to like wrap my brain around why that would even be popular. So it's going to be the 6th through the 9th. Is it the 7th that you're going to be? Yes. So I see that. So Friday, October the 7th is when you're going to be able to buy these. That's not this week, but that's next week, right? So next week. Yeah. So not this week. Yeah. But next week you'll be able to buy these. So by the time, right. We'll be going live one more time. So make sure you check these out and then remind us on which one of these are going to be your pick that you want to go after. I see that somebody says Laffy with the Going Merry. That is the most popular one across all social media platforms right now. Is going to be it's going to be this guy right here. He's a pop ride. It's an anime. I don't really know anything about him, but this is the most popular one across all social media platforms right now.
Know nothing about it.
Also tells me what's an anime. It also tells me that the con version of this one is going to go way up in price and
probably
way up in price.
Are they gonna 2 sticker it? Or are you gonna have con and shared?
Oh yeah, you're gonna have con and shared of this one. This they're gonna con shared labels. Shared labels aren't gonna be nearly as valuable as the con labels. I really wish that going forward, when I get my hands on these, I want to get my hands on the con labels. I really wanted to go to the con this year, but the cards just it wasn't in my wheelhouse this year. Maybe next year.
DC Pops, if you go camp out, I expect some TikToks.
I expect some TikToks. That's right. I
You're
expect
gonna
some
have plenty of
TikToks.
time.
So let me roll back down here real quick because I just kind of wanted to blow through these again. We have the Rubik's Cube. I
Yeah,
don't know why
yeah.
anybody would want to get their hands on a Rubik's Cube. I'm kind of confused about that one. We have the
No,
clown.
definitely not. This is creepy as shit.
Yeah, the cam boom cereal,
Kaboom cereal.
kaboom. Borat is a fairly popular one, not as popular as I thought he would have been. This exclusive is going to be at Tokyo Toys, which makes it garbage because you can't get anything at Tokyo
Is it
Toys
Toy
for.
Tokyo
Yeah,
exclusive?
this is a Toy Tokyo exclusive. I believe it is. I'm pretty sure this was because I was a little disappointed that it was a Toy Tokyo because Toy Tokyo actually like holds theirs back and then they sell them at whatever the going rate is. So if he goes up to $50, they'll sell them at $50. If it goes up to $80, they will sell it at $80. They won't sell it at 15 like everybody else does. They hold them back on purpose and then drop them at a really like high price, which
Yeah,
is
it's
just
just
stupid.
wrong.
Yeah, that's it. But that's what Toy Tokyo does. And then the other thing is they're kind of like Big Apple collectibles. So you might get the box in good, you might not get it in good. It might take 2 months, it might take 8 months. I have nothing to do with Toy Tokyo because I'm not getting burned twice by two different companies.
I did it twice, never again.
Yeah, I'm not getting burned twice by two different companies. It's just not happening. This Biggie did not pick the traction that I thought he would have picked either. This is another one that fell short to me. What I think in the likes, he only got like 13,000 likes on Instagram, which is far less than any of the other ones. I know that they threw him in there, because Biggie Smalls is from New York. I mean, so I get what they were doing, but I think that maybe they should slow down on the Biggies now. I think maybe there's too many of them at this point.
Yeah, slow it down on it.
I don't see the
Anakin,
hype. I don't see the hype.
Anakin Skywalker. I mean,
I
he's
don't
got
see
the
the
little
hype.
rat tail. I mean, the Star Wars fans are gonna go after it.
They're gonna go after him. I don't see the hype.
I don't know. I mean, this is Andor. I haven't watched Andor yet, so
I
I don't know anything about it.
don't know it still. So we know that you got to have Simpsons, right? You always
Jimbo and
have
Kearney.
to have Simpsons.
Oh, you got it from FYE. Well,
I'm
are
gonna
they the same
remember that.
company?
Gonna remember that. No, they're not the same company, but I think FYE grabs like exclusives from other companies. Like they grab Entertainment Earth exclusives. I almost think maybe they buy some of them.
See, Chase
They
is digging Anakin.
and Chase is digging Anakin, but I'm not digging it. I can't feel it at this moment. I got to get me like 100 of these things. I don't know what
Not,
they are, but
this is
they just look interesting.
the cow. Clarabelle cow. I'm just not even at Disney. I'm not digging this one. I'm just gonna sit here.
You need one of those.
No,
You need one of those. You
no.
need about 50 of them.
This one, yes, I may be looking for this one.
Here's another one that you need 50 of, at least 50.
Professor Owl.
Gonna need a couple hundred of these. I don't know. Like this must be.
I don't
new.
even know what this is.
This must be new because I have not like seen this one.
Bark Shorts. Yeah, I know nothing.
It says it's I don't know. Kit Bull, Spark Shorts, Kit.
I'm lost.
I don't know. Kit and Doggy, Buddy and Kit Bull. I don't know.
King Caboodle.
I don't know. This is one of them that their princesses have not been doing that well. I don't.
Mirda.
Really,
I like that this is the pose with her with the arrow. Roger Rabbit. I'm digging this one.
The princes haven't been doing that well. I believe it's because that's the wrong target audience for them. Their target
Plus,
audience.
a lot of those recent princesses they took them out. They didn't put them in their normal dresses.
Right, and I just think it's the wrong target audience for them.
I agree.
It's kind of weird. Let's see. Chase says,
I'm digging Roger Rabbit. If I could find Roger Rabbit, I'd get him.
I'd be digging Roger Rabbit if he does have the kisses all over him. I was about to say if he had the kisses all over him, I'd be digging him. He does have the kisses all over him. This is one of them that you were digging before.
I really want this one badly
This
because
thing
I
has
really want Skull Rock.
this thing has a very, very few likes, though. I mean,
It's all right. That just means that it's easier for me to get.
surprisingly, it does not have that many likes.
Free guy,
Free Guy is another one that doesn't
it's a
have that
people
many
pop.
likes. This is another one.
Maleficence, I
I
would
want
consider getting my hands
I
on
want
that.
everybody to check this out. It only has 9,000 likes, and everybody keeps talking about how this is gonna be hype. I don't think so. I don't think so. I'm calling BS. This thing is not going to be that exciting.
No,
This is
I'm digging the Maleficent.
I really want the Juggernaut. This is another one that only has like 12,000 likes. It is not building the hype that you I'm gonna tell you, I believe that a lot
Because
of
I
this
think
has
that Chase is weak as
I
fuck.
I think a lot of it has to do with the price.
Yeah,
I think
probably the $40 soda, 3-liter price. Yeah,
I think a lot of it has to do with the price. I think that
free guys, Five Belows.
was that
Chase said free guys, Five Below, assuming that it'll end up at Five Below.
yeah,
That's
it'll end up at Five Below for sure. That's where that one will end up.
Phoenix. I think I like Phoenix, but I think this is just very weak.
This is another one that does not have that many likes. 7,000 likes, 5,000 likes,
Cherry. Yeah, this is the one you want.
30,000. I mean, so Statue of Liberty has more likes than both of those sodas together. And I think that this Statue of Liberty is badass. I love the fact that she has Captain Shield. Everything about this Statue of Liberty says that I have to have it in my collection. Everything about the Statue of Liberty says that, even if it's just a shared label. I mean, I'm not so much into getting con labels if you're not there, anyways.
I like this one.
You
I
like the
think,
Groot?
yeah, I'm
What's on his
down for
head?
the I am Groot.
Is it an Apple Watch on his head?
Basically. The Secret Invasion. I like the fact that this is the first Secret Invasion pop we've gotten, and I'd want it just for the box.
I think the fact that it's Nick Fury kind of says it all to me, but this is one of them that didn't get that many likes either.
No idea.
Parks and Recreation, Parks and Recreation. It didn't get very many likes. It was kind of sucky on the realm of likes.
The biggest one I want out of there is this meat. I want the Skull Rock.
So
Office, no idea.
Stupid Office Space, not that many likes. Another one that doesn't have that many likes.
Kind of. Hold on, go back to that last one. That kind of reminds me of Pop Tea.
Yeah, I can see that.
Kind of looks like Pop Tea.
It
Pop
does.
Tea should buy this just to take the head off of it.
That's right. He should too,
and put it on another body because that kind of looks like Pop Tea. To be honest with you,
he should get him another body and do some head swapping for sure. Some head harvesting is what he should be doing there. This is Jurassic Park. Everything Jurassic Park's been kind of lame, to be honest. This thing to me is
weird.
This thing's really weird. It doesn't have that many likes. 9,000 likes. The Harry Potter has 25,000 likes. Everything Harry Potter sells well. Doesn't matter what it is. They can just make it sell somehow. I think that this is a stronger Harry Potter like Bob. Even though this is not Harry Bob, it's Nevins or Neville
Longbottom.
This Aquaman I think is really cool, but it's another one that doesn't have that many likes. I mean, it only has 10,000 likes at this moment.
That's because Aquaman's a weak superhero. I'm sorry.
What is wrong with you?
Put him in a desert, and what can he do? Nothing.
What do you mean? He create water or something?
If the battle is in the desert or in space, he can't do anything. He's useless.
What is this thing? Star Sapphire?
Sapphire. Something from Green Lantern.
Well, Star Sapphire from the Green Lantern. What is Star Sapphire? Sapphire.
I'm not as much on my DC.
Star Sapphire. Never heard of it. It can't be that popular. Let's see. And this guy. This one.
Cool.
34,000 likes. It's a good one.
I like that he's got the Harley head on the whatever it is.
I don't really know what it is, but it looks cool, right? I mean, King Joker looks pretty cool. It reminds me a lot of like King. Do you remember when they came out with the King Deadpool?
Yeah, it's very similar.
That's what it reminds me of.
You can almost put those two together.
Yeah, it seriously reminds me of the King Deadpool. I mean, it looks like it has the same crown, the same. It really reminds me of the King Deadpool. Super cool though, super cool. And it's gonna like do really well. Let's see what else we got. Another one of these sodas that didn't get a whole lot of 5,000 likes. It's
It's Green
very,
Lantern, that's why.
very weak though. Just very weak. Just has two little pieces that glow. We have
Scepter, there we go, Chase. It's a Harley Scepter.
grape ape,
Great
right?
Babe, Green
3,000,
Light, Looney Tunes, I'd rather,
8,000
I
likes.
would have rather seen Marvin the Martian.
I agree with you. I agree with you. Marvin the Martian would have been cool, but I think it's cool that we got Yosemite Sam. I mean, I think that
I
it's
would have
cool.
rather had Yosemite Sam in his original outfit, though.
I would have too. I would have rather had him with like the pistols in his hand and all of that. So
Yeah.
I don't know why they didn't give us that version and why they gave us like this crazy I don't know. I don't know why they gave us this crazy night.
Ben 10, no nothing.
Swamp Fire is at 36,000 likes. This is one of them that's actually like it's doing really well in the fact of likes. I think the Ben 10 I had some kind of Cartoon Network, something on Cartoon Network.
Yeah, I just don't watch Cartoon Network enough to know it. Ted Laszlo, of course, Coach Beard.
This thing is really strange with his hula hoop. I mean, he has,
This comes from season 2 when he got annihilated drunk, and so it's basically drunk Coach Beard.
okay, fair enough. Fair enough. We have this guy that I would like to have like the flocked version of it, and that's it. I still don't know if that means it's a chase variant because it doesn't say if it's a chase variant. They just kind of have two of them sitting there. I mean, is it a chase? Is it not a
DC
chase?
Pop, if they have one of those as an NFT pop, then I still don't consider that as a real pop because NFT pops don't always go out to everybody. So, we try to ignore NFT pops.
Yeah, we try to. I talk about them when they're like when there's some new ones coming, but that's all I do. I just let y'all know that there's some new ones coming. This is gonna be the GI Joe
Wasn't he a
Sergeant Slaughter.
wrestler though, or was
I
he in
think
GI
so.
Joe?
I think that he was
Sergeant
a wrestler.
Slaughter.
Sergeant
He was
Slaughter.
a wrestler. He wasn't a GI Joe. What are we
I mean,
talking about here?
he must have been a GI Joe because he has a
Maybe.
GI Joe.
I don't know.
Another one
Blue's
of these
Clues.
Blues Clues, 54,000 likes.
Steven is handy dandy notebook.
This is another one that's going to be hot. I don't even know how this one's going to be hot, but it is definitely going to be a hot one to get your hand on. The turtles are at 23,000. I think
There's
the
people that
turtles are
like these.
played
I
out.
don't get them.
I think the turtles are played out. The 5-headed dragon has 28,000 likes. It's okay. Nothing like
Yu-Gi-Oh.
they've already made a Yu-Gi-Oh dragon a couple of times.
Have they done the Yu-Gi-Oh
Yeah,
dragon?
I think they're playing it out at this moment. I think
Probably.
they're playing them out at this moment.
No idea what this is.
I have no idea what this is either. I like his glasses though.
Crook.
I can get behind his glasses. This is a god awful bad 2-pack.
What in the hell is it?
Same person, same
gonna-
exact person, same exact pose.
The molds just
Swapped.
opposite.
Yep, just opposite of each other. Everything else is exactly the same.
Why?
Same head.
I guess
same.
whoever knows what this show is must know what the deal is with this.
Yeah, there must be some inside joke that me and you are missing because it looks like garbage. Then there's
Wait, what do you say? Hey, come on, it was in the cartoons back in the day. Which one are we talking about, Chase? I'm not sure. Anyways, Super Ball Z. Dragon Ball Z.
Dragon Ball Z. I don't even know anymore.
Did I really just say that?
Yeah, you said Super Ball Z. Super Ball Z.
All the anime people are gonna be killing me over that one.
It'll be right. Some more Dragon Ball Z. And then there's this guy.
I like the crow on that.
This thing has the most likes across every platform. If you're going to buy a pop, listen to me, and you want some trade bait, this is your pop. If you're going to buy a pop just to solely flip, this is your pop. Because this thing has more likes across every social media platform. This must be a really, really, really hot anime right now, or this is just a really hot like design, and we don't know. Yeah, I mean,
remember when they were pushing like them Dragon Slayer stuff a lot and things like that? I don't know, maybe it's in that same genre.
So we have the crow, which is
like the Eric Draven.
which is another one that I think is fairly new. I think this one's fairly new to the equation. The Demogorgon with
This
his
is a Vecna
I'm
with
sorry.
Dungeons and Dragons.
So
I guess
it's two
I
different
think that's
versions
supposed to be Vecna and Dungeons and Dragons and Vecna
versus
Stranger Things.
Stranger Things. So it's both the same character, just in two different like depictions of the character. Really, really cool. These stupid backpacks
I
that they've
like the
come out with.
Zero's on fly. That's
And
cool.
and
The
then there's
Insidious things.
this thing that everybody needs to collect.
No, nobody needs to collect those
What do you
things.
mean?
Nobody needs to buy these, so therefore Funko will stop doing them because they're absolutely stupid.
This is the greatest idea, maybe if not the greatest invention, the greatest thought of the invention that Funko's ever done. This
No,
is it.
no,
This is it. If you've never seen anything in all of its greatness, you're
no.
witnessing it at this moment. This is it in its greatness. It's got some stupid forehead thing going on though that makes it like it has three eyes instead of two.
He's a Cyclops.
I don't really know what's going on with that, guys. That's going to be the New York Con recap. I think that's all of them. There shouldn't be anything else past that, but
Oh,
maybe
don't
the
forget about the
stupid
stupid
T-shirt.
shirt.
They give you the shared labels of where everything's at, and go check. It's so hard for me to show y'all what that looks like on here. You'll have to go check that out for yourself
Man,
if you
Box
want to know.
Lunch got the damn Peter Pan one.
Yeah, if you want to know what's going to be where and where you need to go pick it up, you're going to be able to find it right there. But you need to remember if GameStop, and I don't know if they did because I didn't look, if GameStop has gotten any of these shared labels, you will not be able to go to GameStop and pick them up.
Yeah, you have to
GameStop
pre-order
has
them, right?
you have to pre-order them from GameStop. GameStop is no longer getting them into stores. You have to go to their store and pre-order it. If you don't pre-order it, you won't see it. That's just the way GameStop started doing it. In the last one, I had a long conversation with a few different GameStops. One of them I'm really close with, and they all told me the same thing. You will not be able to buy these from the store anymore. They've now decided that this is the way that they're doing them, and it's. They told me that it was going to be some kind of like make to demand. So they're going to make as many as you order. So if you order 100,000 of them, they're going to make 100,000 of them.
I gotta show you something real quick. I need your opinion on.
Yeah,
And
let's
mind you,
do it.
This is from Entertainment Earth, your
Do it.
favorite place.
Yeah, my favorite place to shop.
Check this out.
What is this?
This is Megamojis.
What?
Megamoji vinyl bus.
Megamoji.
So they're like emoji style. This is Brandon's Marvel Heroes Life with a little emoji twist. Add some fun to your show with these Marvel Megamoji vinyl bus.
Megamojis. Megamojis.
Hey, got Moon Knight in there. Got Wanda.
I don't know. I'm about to what is this thing?
I don't know. I just saw it. I was like, there might be squishable. So it says 100% soft. So I'm assuming they're like squishable.
What? I wonder what a Megamoji is. I've never heard. So it says it's a vinyl. I can see it right there that it says it's a vinyl. They don't tell me how big they are though. It just says that it's just the bus. It's kind of cool though, to be honest with you. I can kind of get behind them, to be
Simon
completely
says they
honest.
look like Dorbs, no body.
It's definitely different, but it's probably something that I'm gonna check out, to be honest.
I wouldn't mind. I mean, the Moon Knight I think looks cool. The Wanda, as much as I like Wanda, I think that one just kind of looks weird. Captain America, I think looks cool. She-Hulk, I'm down with that. Those three right there is what I'm down with.
So
I don't know. I'd have to see how big these things are.
I listened to what you said,
Later,
right?
DC Pop.
So I listened to what you said. DC, have a great night, brother. I'm listening to what Simon says. They do look like Dorbs. What did they look like in person, though? How big is this? Is this a decent sized bus? Is it a really small bus? I'm going to order the Moon Knight, and I'll let y'all know when this thing comes in.
This is from Entertainment Earth's Instagram.
I have to know now what this thing looks like. So it's something that I'm gonna have to order at this point so that I can see what this
thing
thing
looks
looks like.
boxes.
They
Mystery
come
bag.
in mystery. What?
I'm wondering if they come in like a mystery bag.
It doesn't. I don't think it comes in a mystery bag. I found them on here for order. They're mega emojis. They look really cool. To be honest with you, it's definitely something that I'm gonna order.
I don't
Are
know.
you?
I saw it and I was like, this is kind of interesting.
So it reminds me of the how they're coming out with the little people in what is
Yeah, sort of, sort of.
it kind of reminds me of that, how they started doing those a little. I'm going to order one though and just see what they look like, to be
I'm
honest
gonna
with
go for
you.
that
Just
Moon Knight.
I'm gonna go for the Moon Knight and just see how big it is. I want
So
to
how
see what
much
it
are they
looks like.
selling for?
16.99. They're not like terribly
Really?
priced. Yeah, they're not terribly priced. They're vinyl. I'm sitting here. I'm gonna put one
They're
on.
still more expensive than I thought. They've got to be bigger than a pop.
I think that I'm gonna throw one on. I'm gonna throw the link and all on YouTube. So if you want to go pick it up, go follow that link on there. I'll get that thrown up there in just a second. I'm going to order the Moon Knight though while we're sitting here. That way I can like get this one in so that I can show it to you. That case you know what it looks like, just in case you want to go order one for yourself.
It's
I'm
so
gonna look.
interesting. It's like I don't know. I'm they're so weird that they're interesting, and like I don't know
Some of them are weird. So I don't necessarily like
the whole.
I did I didn't like the Hulk. I didn't like the way the Scarlet Witch looked. I didn't like the way Eh, I don't like the way maybe so much even Falcon looks. I really like the way Moon Knight looks. I like the way Black Panther looks. I think that they're onto something. I don't know. I'm gonna
I
order
like
one
the
and see what it looks
She-Hulk
like
one.
though.
I think the She-Hulk's not bad.
So tell me, what do you got going on next week? What do you got going on
Well,
right
I
now?
got a hurricane coming my direction. Sorry, that's actually why I was late a little bit. Trying to because I still work late sometimes, and I had to work late today, and so I still had to go fill up because I have two 5-gallon gas tanks at home, so I had to go fill those up and then try to test out the generator, make sure because I haven't run that thing in a couple years. So luckily that's firing up. Just got to clean a couple of hoses and we'll be in good shape in case we lose power. But definitely got a hurricane coming. I still have to go into work for a half day tomorrow.
Whoa.
Yeah, they're having us still going to work for a half day tomorrow and then closing down at noon until we don't have to go back till Friday. So at least they're paying us through the whole thing, so that's not bad.
That's not bad. That's
So
not bad.
I may take advantage with the time as long as I got power. I may finally try to finish up that Riverside video I've been working on for probably ever. May start working. I've been going through a lot of old footage and pulling down some and making some TikToks out of some like resort video stuff, things like that. So you may start seeing some more TikToks and YouTube shorts pop up. So I don't know. I'm still doing my news show every week. So and I'm guessing this last week's wasn't very popular because I usually get some pretty good views on my news videos, and this week was not so much. So I guess time will come, and some videos do well, some videos don't, but hey, it's all right.
It happens. Sometimes they hit, sometimes they don't hit. Don't forget though, we got to get over to his TikTok, and we have to get his TikTok up to 200 likes. The
No,
one that's of his
it's okay.
background.
You don't have to.
We got to get that TikTok up to 200 likes. It's of his background. You know, to make sure we get over there. 200 likes. He's gonna do some really cool dance. Johnny, what's up, brother? It's good to see you in the house. I
Good that
appreciate you
nobody's gone
stopping
over
by.
there yet, so we're good with that.
What? Nobody's went over there yet, guys. Y'all got to get over there. We're gonna have to get over there. You're gonna have to like the video. You're gonna have to share the video. You're gonna have to get it out there somehow so we can make sure this one gets 200 likes. That way we can see him do some kind of really cool dance. What else you got going
I'm
on?
excited to see Florida Man come back. This may be Chase's first TikTok.
That'll be funny.
No, like I said, that's pretty much it. It's what we got going on. I don't know. I kind of just take it day by day sometimes. I'm trying to stay consistent with my news show, and just because I've just been so incredibly busy, I have not been able to focus on a lot of other things. I figure weekday videos will just come when they come right now, until I can smooth through some stuff. But other than that, not too bad. Just kind of take it. Love the new background. The wife spent a lot of time on this weekend to do. So and she'll be doing a Christmas one too. So I've already stepped up, Wayne. Time for you to step up over there.
Don't you worry. I got it coming. I don't have it at this moment, but don't you worry. I have it coming. Hey, so let me get
I
this
want to
pulled
see
up
a
here.
laser show. I want to see some
Oh man,
smoke effects.
he said
I
that he had
want to
to see a
see,
laser show.
you know, you can use your daughter as one of those pop up props out of the smoke.
So check this out. Here's the link, guys. I got to make this super easy. Y'all got to get over there. You got to follow this link. You're going to make sure that you go follow him. And then you're going to, the video is of his background. So he's showing you like the Halloween version of the background. You want to make sure that you like this video and then share this video because we got to get this video to 200 likes. I don't know how we're going to do it, but make sure you get over there so that we can get this done. I don't know, man. I really don't have anything going on, man. It's come check out my shorts Wednesday. Tomorrow will be my shorts. Friday is going to be my videos always.
I am liking the shorts, by the way.
They're a lot of fun, man. They're a lot of fun. I appreciate that, guys, and just know that we love and appreciate all of y'all, and we're gonna catch y'all next week. I think it possibly
It
if
should be
If
next
Chris
week. I got to confirm with everybody. Very next week. Very may possibly be the trivia show. But I got to double check and confirm with everybody that we're good for next week. Otherwise, it'll be the week or so after that. So it is coming soon, guys. We will try to advertise something about it, or we'll just show up. Either way. So and then maybe I'll talk Wayne into doing the one chip challenge where it makes his mouth blue.
maybe
But,
we'll see.
I may be retired from that. I don't know.
I
After
think so.
twice, I may be retired.
Maybe. Appreciate you guys. Have a good one.
Later.
Man, I'm loving that background.
We interrupt this program to bring you a special report.
Sometimes the easiest things to do take the longest amount of time to get done. I don't know if anybody's ever noticed that, but before we get out of here real quick, guys, don't forget to go check our channel memberships out. These are both very new features to Mr. Techbot and myself, but we're both very proud that we have made it to this point. So go check out our memberships. The link should be down in the description below. If it's not down in the description below, you should be able to go to any one of our videos and it'll be down in the description below. So make sure you go check that out. It's super cool, fun way to get interactive with the channel. You'll get some really cool icons, some really cool emojis you can drop over in that super chat. You can drop over there in that chat so that you can flex on everybody a little bit. And don't forget that any and all super chats will go down in the description after this video is over. Give us 15, 20, maybe even 30 minutes to get it down in there. I mean, we might not be able to do it right away. We've got to eat dinner and still hang out with our family, but we truly appreciate all of you guys, and we look forward to seeing you soon. Have a good one.